Welcome to the second video in our series. In this video, we're going to be talking about a healthcare proxy. A healthcare proxy is part of our big three documents in the packages that we provide here at Monteforte Law. Now, you already heard about one of those documents in the last video. That's your last will and testament. Going forward, another part of our big three is the healthcare proxy. And the healthcare proxy allows you to name someone to make healthcare decisions for you if you can't do it yourself. So for example, if you were in a coma or you're in an accident or even in the middle of a surgery and you're not able to consent to medical treatment or provide your wishes regarding your medical treatment, you've designated someone as your healthcare proxy who can stand in your shoes and make those decisions for you. Now, your healthcare is definitely something that you don't want to take chances on. This is the type of document that you need to do right the first time. Stay away from online fillable forms for this type of document. Most of the time, they're wrong. Many hospitals and medical providers will offer to allow you to sign a healthcare proxy that they have drafted. In most situations, having one of those is better than nothing, but those healthcare proxy documents are extremely limited. You're much better off having a healthcare proxy drafted by an attorney. They cover many more circumstances and have all the required legal provisions to be valid. There are many documents that go along with the healthcare proxies that we provide here at the office, including HIPAA waivers, dementia directives, and burial directives. So a dementia directive allows you to state your wishes if you ever were to suffer from Alzheimer's or other dementia-like disease. Rather than leaving it to your family members to guess at what type of treatment you'd want or how you'd want to be treated if you were suffering from Alzheimer's or dementia, the dementia directive allows you to put those wishes in writing so that there's no arguments between your family members because they can clearly see your wishes written down on paper. We also include a HIPAA waiver, which is a document that allows your healthcare proxy to have access to your medical records and your medical history so that they can make an informed decision on your behalf about what type of treatment to consent to for you. With the healthcare proxy, we also include burial directives. It allows you to include your wishes with regard to burial, cremation, or religious services. And lastly, along with our healthcare proxy, we have a document that's called a living will. That name is a little bit confusing because it's not actually a will at all. It's a healthcare document that allows you to provide your wishes if you are ever being kept alive on machines. So if you were in a situation after a coma or a stroke where you were brain dead, but they were keeping you alive on a respirator and a feeding tube and could keep you alive indefinitely that way, the living will is a document that allows you to state in writing whether or not you would want to be kept alive in that fashion. So we call that, for lack of a better term, our pull the plug document. And that one is especially important if you've got children or other family members that may disagree about whether or not you would want them to pull the plug. Having this document in place is very important. It also takes some of the pressure away from your healthcare proxy because you're not asking them to make that decision on your behalf. You're just asking them to enforce the decision that you've already made. I have had a situation with a client that was in a car accident. She was in a coma for several weeks. And she did not have a healthcare proxy, and the family were all at each other's throats about what the decisions were to be made on her behalf. The story did have a happy ending because she woke up and she was fine, but while she was in the coma, there was complete turmoil. The parties were just getting ready to go to court and start fighting over guardianship on her behalf, and if she had just had a healthcare proxy, none of that would have been necessary. Make sure you stay tuned for the next video in our series. It covers the last part of our big three documents, which is the power of attorney.